A superfit ultramarathon champion has died while running in the Highlands. 35-year-old David Parrish was trying to beat the record for the fastest man to complete the Cape Wrath Trail, a treacherous 234-mile route from Fort William to Cape Wrath. The former Royal Marine of Dumfries was found in the remote mountainous area of Kintail in the northwest Highlands on Saturday evening. David, described as generous, warm and kind-hearted, was an experienced ultramarathon runner and won the Cape Wrath Trail in 2023, despite only running competitively for a few years. The trail, which covers Lochaber, Knoydart, Applecross and Torridon, is considered one of the most challenging routes in the UK. For his latest challenge, David was running the route to fundraise for the Scottish Mountain Rescue in memory of his close friend and fellow ex-Royal Marine Luke Ireland, who's 20, from Montefieth, who tragically died after developing hypothermia while running in the mountains of Glen Cova in Angus in November 2014. Writing on his fundraising page, which has raised thousands of pounds, David said Mountain Rescue Team volunteers searched tirelessly for Luke and were available 365 days a year to respond to emergencies in the mountains and remote areas of Scotland. Tributes have poured in for the inspirational athlete who leaves behind his family and loved ones, including a fiancée. Julie Bethune of Bridgeverne in Perthshire, who writes a running blog with husband Ian Bethune, paid tribute writing, "We were following his progress and feared the worst when his tracker just stopped overnight. The tragic news filtered out on the grapevine yesterday. He was an all-round genuinely nice guy, as well as being a great runner, having won Dragon's Back and Ultra Scotland 50. He was an experienced mountain runner, regularly sharing big days out on the Munros and Corbett's with his dog." Louisa Rodriguez said he was such a lovely, humble guy, always had time for people, always smiling, one of the best. Devastating news. While Jenny Colo added, "This is really sad. I feared he was injured when the tracker finally moved. I went to the top of the hill, but never imagined this." Fellow ultra runner Wayne Drinkwater added, "David was an absolute gentleman, an inspiration to so many, and continued to push the boundaries of what is possible while raising vital funds for causes close to his heart." Norman Nielsen sent his condolences, adding he was an inspiration, not only a great athlete but a lovely person, and will be sadly missed by a lot of people. My condolences to all his family and his fiancée. No Limits photography owners Harriet D'Alessio and Christian LaRue, who photographed David running in the 2023 Cape Wrath event, wrote, "David has always been such a joyful person and an inspiration ultramarathon athlete to spend time with. The world and the sport will be a far lesser place without him." Among the tributes on his fundraising page was a post from Pavel Cymbalista, the current record holder, saying, "Having run the Cape Wrath Trail and holding the current record, I know how rare and demanding David's challenge was. He aimed to beat my time, and I fully supported him, donating in his honour. Rest in peace." David, who began running in his late teens, was a member of the Dumfries Running Club, where he was club champion in 2022. He had previously spoke of using running as a way to decompress from the demands of his job in the Marines. After leaving the service, he began competing in parkruns and walked the Cape Wrath Trail in 2021. A Kintail Mountain Rescue Team spokesman said David was an experienced hillgoer and mountain runner who tragically died doing something he loved. A Scottish Mountain Rescue spokesman said the team was devastated by the news and sent thoughts to his family, adding David was a generous, warm-hearted and inspiring member of our community who had chosen to take his challenge in memory of a close friend who lost their life there while running in the hills. David's dedication to honouring his friend's memory while raising funds to support our service truly moved us all. His fundraising efforts will support our volunteer teams as they continue to respond to emergencies across Scotland's mountains, leaving a lasting legacy to both friends in the Scottish outdoors. We also remember Luke, in whose memory this challenge was undertaken, making this loss all the more profound. A police spokesman said, "We were made aware of the death of a 35-year-old man found in the Kintail area at around 10:25 p.m. on Saturday the 11th of April 2026. There are no suspicious circumstances and his next of kin are aware."